What's up, everyone? This is the lovely Delicate coming back at you with yet another video for today. How my Delicates doing today? I am good. I'm good. I'm great, blessed, and highly favored. I just had to come on here today and just talk about the weather. I mean, the weather throughout the states right now is just terrible. I'm here in Indianapolis, Indiana. And quite frankly, I grew up in Indiana. So I'm pretty much used to snow and storms and winter storms. That doesn't mean that I'm not tired of dealing with it, but I'm used to it. And yet, we hear so much that's going on within different states. This winter storm hit 33 states, including ours. Everybody been getting hit. Oklahoma, Alabama, Texas. It's so many states. It's so many to name. 33 states. And Texas is really bad. Like, I believe right now they're on their second snowstorm. And it's just disheartening, that so many people were out of their power. It started off as 1 million people, and then it went from 1 million to 1.4 million, and then it went from 1.4 million to 7 million. And I've been keeping up with this, one, because I have a lot of family that live in Texas. And so I want to first off start off by asking everyone to not just pray for my family in Texas, but pray for everybody that's dealing with this weather right now. I mean, it's horrible. It's literally 18 degrees here right now. And I just read an article that says that Texas, they're claiming, is colder than Alaska, which is, that's bad. However, for 1 to 7 million people to be without their power, that's absolutely ridiculous. That doesn't make sense. I just, went on there and I've been keeping up with like the Houston news, and they've been saying like they may have periodic outages. That's unacceptable. I watched the news last night, and the governor wants to blame it on the electric company. You're the governor of the state. It is your responsibility as an elected official to make sure that the citizens of Texas and the residents have what they need in emergencies such as this. This is an emergency for them, and not just for them, but for everybody. I mean, everybody is experiencing, it's a lot of states right now experiencing not normal weather. You know what I'm saying? And Texas is one of them. And like I said, my state is one of them. And it's disheartening when you have the elected officials go on national TV and blame the electric company for it. That's just absolutely ridiculous. You're the governor, so it's up to you to make an emergency plan, okay? And it's not just for the citizens of Texas, the residents. It's for you. You're a citizen of Texas, so I believe you the governor, so you a citizen of Texas just as well, okay? So you would think that instead of you blaming the electric company for what you call their failures, it's really your failure to be the governor of the Texas. Be the governor and quit blaming everybody else on, quit blaming the electric company. Yes, everybody shares blame here, but don't just come on national TV and post the blame on one person. You is just as much as to blame as the electric company. You're the governor, so it's your job to work with the other officials and mayors and politicians of different cities and different towns throughout the state of Texas to make sure when something like this happens that people have their water and that people have their electricity. It is your job to make sure that the electricity doesn't go out and that the water doesn't bust. It's your job. I live in Indiana, so I know, like, we have freeze warnings. I'm used to this. We're used to this. So we know as residents, we know what to do. We know how to do it because we're residents of Indiana. And anybody that has lived in Indiana, I don't care if you lived in Indiana for a year, your whole life. If you lived in Indiana or came to Indiana during a cold streak and was here for at least 3 months, then you understand what I'm saying. I was born and raised in Indiana, and I am used to this weather, okay? And we know what to do. But when you did with Texas, I mean, they knew this weather was coming. That's the fact. They knew this weather was coming. So it was up to the governors and the news people to come on line, to come on TV and say, hey, y'all need to go do this. Go to the grocery store. Go do this. Go do that. As a resident of Indiana, I already know. We already know when winter come, before it even come, go to the store, stockpile, get what you need. Because that's what we do. That's what we know. We pretty much know as an Indiana resident, I know from November into March, let me say this again, from November to March, we don't know how the weather gonna be. It can be 40 degrees one day and 10 degrees below the next day. Why? Because I live in Indiana. We have bipolar weather. Yes, I'm going to say it again. We have bipolar weather, okay? So I am used to this. However, Texans are not used to this. Some of the southern states that's getting hit right now are not used to this. So, yes, and I'm not just putting it on the governor of Texas. I'm putting it on any state right now that don't have water or don't have electricity. It's not just the water company's fault. It's your fault as the election official. Don't just put the blame on everybody else. That is disgusting. And it's disrespectful it's disrespectful to the citizens and the residents of Texas, period. And I don't even know if y'all heard about this Colorado City, Texas mayor named Tim Boyd who did that tweet. Oh my God. He did a horrible tweet pretty much telling the people of the people that live in Colorado City, Texas, telling them that, oh, it's not our responsibility to make sure y'all have water and y'all have electricity, and it's not our responsibility to make sure y'all survive through this. Put your survival skills in effect, and it's not our responsibility to give out handouts. Yeah, he said all this. He went on there, and y'all can look it up. His name is Tim Boyd. I will spell it for you. Tim Boyd. Timboyd. Yes, he made a tweet. And after he made the tweet being very disrespectful and rude and showing that he has no sympathy or no respect for the residents of that particular city that elected him to be an official of their city, he then goes to not only be disrespectful and say all these disrespectful and hurtful things, to basically telling the citizens of not just Colorado City, Texas, but Texas period, that he don't care about their well-being. After he sends out the tweet, he resigns. Okay, so basically, once he would have sent out even if he wouldn't have resigned, y'all see the things that he said, and y'all would know that he wouldn't have had to resign, because they would have resigned him. Okay. My point is that when things like this happen, that's what our elected officials are there for. That's what our tax dollars pay for. Our tax dollars pay for stuff like this, for state emergencies, when things go bad. They were supposed to make sure they had the snow plows and the salt and the generators to handle this. And they did not do that. The governor didn't do that. And who else didn't do that? You know, and I'm not just coming at the governor. I'm coming at everybody. Everybody, all the politicians, everybody needs to take responsibility for this, because it's all their fault. Everybody. It's just like with the Trump situation. He just made a mockery of our country for 4 years. And what do? Which I already knew, which is why I wasn't even watching that BS trial anyway, because it was BS to begin with. This man showed y'all for 4 years what he was capable of. He showed y'all that he didn't care. That man was in office for 4 years, and in that 4 years that he was in office, he let us know as U.S. citizens what he was about, which was nothing. Okay? He was on full BS. Okay? He didn't want to take blame for nothing. But you call yourself the president of the United States, but don't want to take blame for nothing. He showed us for 4 years what he was not capable of doing and what he was capable of doing. And he was capable of doing nothing. But yet again, what do? Acquit him in the impeachment trial. That makes no sense to me. Make it make sense, y'all, because I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. This man showed y'all for 4 years that he was full of crap. Okay, I'm just going to say it. He showed y'all that he was full of crap for 4 years. Okay? And y'all acquit him. Okay? Just ridiculous. It doesn't make no sense. I am so I'm so disgusted with that situation right there. With the whole Trump situation, period. Okay, he made a mockery of this damn country for 4 years. Okay, and didn't do shit for us. And they acquitted him. What kind of BS is that? That's some BS, okay, at its finest. And that's what I'm saying about this governor of Texas. Okay, it's just BS all the way around. It's just downright unacceptable and disrespectful to the residents of Texas, period. And yes, even though I don't live in Texas, yes, I am frustrated. I was frustrated right along with the doggone, with y'all in Texas. I'm with y'all. I've been praying for y'all. Like I said, I have family there. I have family and I have friends that live in Texas. You know what I'm saying? I know people that live in Texas. In different parts of Texas. I have family in different parts of Texas. So, yeah, hell yeah, I'm pissed off. Because in my mind, you putting my family and friends at risk because as a governor, you don't want to do your damn job. And then you want to go on national TV and blame it on the damn electric company. What kind of BS is that? That's some BS. I'm going to just say it. And I am highly frustrated about that. That just don't make no sense. Why is it that a hospital should never go without power? But yet I just read where they had to evacuate people from one hospital and take them to another hospital because they don't have water, enough water pressure or electricity. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. This whole situation is unacceptable. And I'm pissed off and frustrated about it. Period. Yes, I am a citizen and resident of Indiana. But like I said, I am a citizen of the USA as well, and I have family and friends in Texas, and this is just unacceptable at its best. This is 2021. Stop placing the blame on everybody else and start taking responsibility for what you do and show action to your words. Because, I mean, they keep having these live updates. Okay, I get it. But don't just tell us what y'all gonna do. Just do it at this point. Get the Texas residents their lights and their water back, and make sure that they don't lose their lights and water again. And make sure this doesn't happen again. Because it can very well happen again. So this should let you know, okay, we need to get the correct systems to deal with stuff like this. The things that I've seen in the last few days where people had to have, water pipes have busted in their houses, their apartments, water flowing all down the apartment building, all in their house. That don't make no sense. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I don't know if y'all heard about when everything first started last Thursday, there was a 133 car pileup, and I think 6 people died in that. And there were many other people in critical condition. You know, and I want to say to the Texas residents, you guys are not used to this weather. So, I mean, I know it's a lot of people that's from the north that live there, and we're used to it. You know, people from the north, we used to this weather. I mean, I'm just going to be real. But even being used to the weather, given the fact that you live in a state with a whole bunch of other Texans that really don't know how to drive in it, I just would recommend nobody drive in it. That's just me. I just want everybody to be safe and healthy and well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's already bad enough we still dealing with the coronavirus. And then now this. So having electricity, not having electricity and not having water is just, that's unacceptable. So, and, yeah, and I know today, yeah, I had to come on here and speak my mind today, because this is just ridiculous. This is plain ridiculous. I mean, it is February 2021, and this don't make no sense. I'm gonna need the officials and everybody in Texas to get it together. And I'm gonna need, and now, even though they acquitted Trump, they want to charge him for other stuff. Duh. Hello. Duh. Okay. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Trump showed us who he was and who he is the whole time he was sitting in that dang on office. Okay. But y'all acquitted him. So how smart are you guys? I don't know. But it's just ridiculous. I mean, I just don't even. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So I just want to continue prayer for my people in Texas. Pray that they continue to have their power and their water, and that, just praying that this weather subsides. And not just for the state of Texas, but for everybody. Because this is just, I'm just over this with Mother Nature altogether. So I just want to say to everyone, have a blessed day. And just please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And, my delicates, I love y'all. Peace, love, blessings, and happiness to all of you guys. I want to wish you guys peace, love, blessings, and happiness. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.